This is the new Skoda Elroq, and in this video I'll be testing range and consumption, cabin noise and also the charging. Welcome to It's Own Electric. Let us start with the basics. It is a compact SUV measuring 4.5 meters in length with a wheelbase of 2.8 meters. It weighs just under 2 tons. It's built on the MEB platform, same as its bigger brother, the Enyaq, and also the Volkswagen ID.4. This specific car is the Skoda Elroq 60, which means it has the middle-sized battery and motor and also a heat pump. It's rear-wheel drive with a single permanent magnet motor delivering 150 kilowatts or 204 horsepower with 310 Nm of torque. It should be able to do 0 to 100 in 8 seconds flat with a top speed of 160 km per hour. It is a 400 volt system and it should be able to charge from 10 to 80% in 24 minutes with a top speed of 165 kilowatts. When it comes to AC charging, it charges at 11 kilowatts. We'll see about the charging speed later in this video. It's equipped with a medium-sized battery and that has 63 kWh of gross capacity with a net capacity of 59. Its stated WLTP of 421 kilometers. It drives on 19-inch Hankook Ventus S1 Evo tires and they are summer tires and they measure 235/55 all round. Let's drive. It's time for the range and consumption test. We drive at the same road, same stretch every time. It's a fixed route of 80 kilometers and it's varied speeds between 50 all the way up to 110 kilometers per hour. The average speed should be 93 kilometers per hour for the whole stretch. And we have a couple of set rules. And the first one is we always stick to the speed limit. The second one is we drive the car in eco mode if available, and it is. And the third one is we put the AC on eco and 20 degrees. And all of these I have done. And the passenger side is on eco, so it doesn't say any degrees, probably it's off. So that's the rules, same every time. I have just passed 27 kilometers and the average consumption right now is 15.6 kWh per 100 kilometers. And this is expected. It should be a fairly efficient car because it's a MEB platform. It's 14.5 degrees outside. It's cloudy, but it's completely dry roads and we're driving on 19-inch summer tires. I have just passed 40 kilometers and the average consumption right now is 14.0 kWh per 100 kilometers. But this has been the slow stretch and we'll go up to the 110 kilometers per hour stretch soon. And that's a little bit longer distance. So let's see how the final consumption will be. I think it will be pretty decent. So this is actually refreshing to get a base model for once. But it actually looks really good. I like this material. It means they can hide the hard plastics, but it still looks more premium and it feels a little bit more premium. And overall, I like the look. The seats are pretty decent. The thigh support is okay, it's not adjustable or anything, but it's not the shortest seats, it's not the longest ones. For being base seats, I think they're actually pretty good. It's equipped with the speed limit warning system that's mandatory for all cars produced 2024 and later and sold in Europe. So if you pass the speed 4 or 5 kilometers, it should start beeping. It's beeping right now, but it's really quiet. And it's really easy to turn off because I have put a shortcut button on the top row and it's just a car with a speed sign. It's green right now, it means it's on, so I press it. Now it's gray, so now it's off. And if you don't want to add this shortcut on the top bar, you can also press the assist button down to the left. And here you have all the safety systems. So speed limit warning system, the lane keep assist, the tiredness monitor, and also the collision alert. Everything you have here, and you can turn it off or turn it on. So really easy, but you can also add the shortcut, as I said. It works great and it's a nice system and easy to turn off and easy to understand. It's equipped with all the safety systems you expect. So it has adaptive cruise control, active lane keep assist, and also active steering wheel assist. So even more than I expect probably for being a base package. But Skoda has taken the same route as Audi and at Volkswagen. It has its adaptive cruise control on a separate stalk underneath the blinker stalk. And to start with, you need to pull it because it's off when it's pressed all the way. And now when it's on, you can set the speed by pulling it one more time, then you resume it. And then you can press it up or down to change it 10 at a time. Or you can pull it towards you and it goes up one by one. Or press on the side button, the set button, where you start the cruise control, and then you lower it one by one. It's a little bit harder to get used to it because you don't see it as easy, but when you have got used to it, it's really easy. And you also have a small little knob, same as Audi, and you can push it to the left or right. If you push it to the left, you change the distance to the car in front, lower it, and if you press it to the right, it will get a longer distance to the car in front. And it's 4 different steps. So, as I said, I like this type of systems. And otherwise, on the steering wheel, on the left side, you have the heating and the voice assistant, and also you can change the music and raise the volume or lower the volume, and also mute it by pressing it. And on the right side, you have this car with 4 lines again, the assist button. And if you press this, you can scroll with the wheel and change if you just want adaptive cruise control or a speed limit, or if you want with active steering. And I'm driving with the active steering because it's really good. But there is one problem. If you hold the steering wheel on the lower part, it starts nagging at you all the time, even though I'm actively steering sometimes because I'm not thinking about it. But it really wants you to hold it on top and press a little bit. If you do that, it doesn't nag at you at all. But if you hold it down below or on the top, it will start nagging at you pretty fast. It takes a couple of seconds and it starts complaining directly. But overall, the system is great. I think it declutters the steering wheel a lot, and you can get more important buttons on the steering wheel overall. So I prefer this system, but it is harder to get used to it. It is time to summarize the range and consumption test. It was 14 degrees outside, dry roads, but it was cloudy, but pretty decent conditions. We're driving on 19-inch wheels, there's 235/55 tires. And the final consumption landed on 15.5 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. And this is 381 kilometers of real-world range, or just over 90% of the stated WLTP. A fairly decent result, and as expected, I would say, for being a MEB platform. It's in line with the ID4 and other cars on this same platform. It's a fairly large, or a medium-sized SUV. It's pretty wide, but still a fairly decent result. If it would have the new motor, the 210 kilowatt-hour one or 286 horsepower one, I think it would be even more efficient because that motor is great. Or if it will be a couple of degrees warmer and sunny, I think it will be a real-world range of 400 kilometers. So fairly decent for being the mid-sized battery. If you want to know more about this car, don't forget to check out the full review. It's already available and it's linked up here. There we'll go through the car in more details and check out all the functions and features of it. So check that one out. We also did a high-speed range test at 120 kilometers of GPS speed, or 123 kilometers per hour indicated in the instrument cluster. And the average consumption was 24.3 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. And that equates to a real-world range of 243 kilometers. Fairly decent result, and it's the mid-sized battery. If you want to do a lot of highway miles, you should go for the bigger battery. And as always, we're driving the car in eco mode and AC set to 20 degrees. To the next part, and this is the cabin noise test. We always measure the cabin noise on the same road, same stretch. We put the microphone in head height on the passenger side. We measure the noise at 50, 70, 90 and 110 kilometers per hour. And this car is fairly decent at lower speeds, 50, 70, 90 kilometers per hour. Just regular. But 100, 110 and over, it's fairly noisy. It's one of the more noisy cars we have ever tested. So it's a lot more noisy than its sister or brother cars like the ID3, the Cupra Born and so on. And it's on par with the BYD Dolphin and ID Buzz, and those are not quiet cars. So at higher speeds, it's one of the most noisy cars we have ever tested. It's still a fairly decent sound profile, so it doesn't annoy me and it doesn't feel that noisy as it is, but it is. Over 100, 110, you can really hear the road noise. Not so much wind noise, but especially road noise. But it's a Skoda, so probably they put less dampening in it just to keep it below the Enyaq and the ID4 and so on. But still, I think it should be a little bit better, especially at higher speeds. To the last topic, and this is charging. So Skoda has this amazing preheating system. You can preheat the battery by navigating to a charger, pretty normal, but you can also preheat the battery manually. So you have a charging menu, and here you will see the current top charging speed, and you can also press preheat the battery and you will see the time it takes to get optimal temperature for the battery. It's amazing. I plugged the car in and charged it from 10 to 80%, and it took 26 minutes and 7 seconds. Fairly decent. It should be able to charge 24 minutes. Around 25 minutes should be the standard in 2025. Everything over that is not that good, and everything over 30 minutes is not good at all anymore. Max charging speed should be 165 kilowatts, and the maximum I saw was 168. And the charging curve was really peaking at the beginning and then throttling down slowly all the way. So we had top speed 168 kilowatts from 14 to 20%, and then it slowly tapered down like a couple of percent every time. So it's a flat line just downwards. Still pretty decent, but as I said, I think it thermal throttled a little bit. The average charging speed was 101 kilowatts, and at 80% the car was charging at 60 kilowatts. So fairly decent overall. And this preheating system, I think all cars should have it. I even put a shortcut to it on the top bar. It's really easy. If you know you will charge in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just press that button. You don't have to navigate to a charger. I know where most of the chargers are around me. And this is the same feature as all the other new MEB cars has, like the Cupra Born and probably the new ID4s and so on. So Skoda has really stepped up their game when it comes to charging, and it's not class leading, but this should be the standard. Let me summarize this car, my thoughts and my feelings of it. To start with, this car starts at 425,000 SEK or 39,000 euros, and that's for the small battery, small motor and no heat pump. This one, the Elroq 60, starts at 480,000 crowns or 44,000 euros. And if you want to go with the big one, the 85 one, it's campaign right now, at least here in Sweden. It's 515,000 crowns or 47,000 euros, so only 3,000 euros extra. And then you get even more standard equipment. You get the new bigger motor and a bigger battery, so that one should be a lot better on highway and a little bit more efficient even though it's more heavy. Elroq 60 is really good evolution of the MEB platform. I really like this car. I mean, the MEB cars are a lot of plastic. They're really good cars. They're built like a tank. They're really well put together. Overall, I must say the Elroq surprised me. It's an amazing car. Everything has evolved a lot on the MEB platform. It's like small differences, but altogether it makes a lot of difference. The materials is a little bit plastic. Here in front it's soft touch, and you have this cloth. It feels great. It's soft even in the middle. It feels good. You have the new buttons instead of the ID ones, a lot better. You have the gear selector in the middle, a lot better than the twist one. There's no piano black on the steering wheel, nothing that you touch at least. It's less buttons on the steering wheel. It looks good. There's like 5 buttons on each side, really easy to understand. And I love this adaptive cruise control stalk like the Audi has. Infotainment is great. It's a good resolution screen. It looks good. It works good. It's fast. It's snappy. It's not the most feature-rich one, but still it works great, and you have all the functions you need. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto works flawlessly. The sound system is the basic one, but it's a good sound system. It has grown on me, so more than enough. The space inside is really good. The seats are pretty comfortable. The back seats work. Like the boot is pretty decent. It's a great overall package. The only thing is the volume at higher speed, or the noise at higher speeds could be a little bit more quiet. And the second thing is the active steering wheel assist. It really nags at me. You really need to hold it on top on the sides and press the steering wheel, otherwise it complains. You cannot hold it underneath and actively steer it. So I'm steering it to the left and the car pulls to the right, and I can really feel it pull, but still it says to me, hold the steering wheel. And if I shake it, and I can really feel the car shaking, it still says to me, hold the steering wheel. So it doesn't understand. But I hope Skoda can push a software update and fix this issue, because otherwise the active steering is really great. It doesn't ping pong, it works flawlessly. Same with the adaptive cruise control. It sees the signs pretty decently. It's easy to turn off the speed limit warning system. Like, everything works great. Otherwise, I don't have that much of complaints in this car. I think it's an overall great package, especially for the price. Of course, it could be a little bit cheaper, as for all cars right now. And the looks, like the front looks really good. I like the new Skoda look of it. The back is pretty decent. Overall, I really like this car. From the physical buttons, no piano, and I will highly recommend this car. I think it's a great car. You don't have to think about anything, and it's logical, it's easy to use. I think this will be a great seller on the European market, and it should be the obvious choice of a car if you want a European-made car, especially for this price. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please leave a comment. Let's have a discussion about the car. Would you choose this car, or is there something you don't like about it? Maybe the looks or something. I like it, but let's have a discussion. Give us a thumbs up, share the video, and as we always say, stay electric.